They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And 3rd and long as a defensive lineman, man, I'm thinking fly up the field, get to the quarterback. They sneak in the option. The defense not ready. He didn't even have to pitch it. He just kept it himself and gets the 3rd and long situation.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the shot to clear's trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Knight. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The shot to clears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the shot to clears will have it 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll immediately call timeout. The shot that clears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the shot to clear as will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game. So
going deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Broncos are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires deep toward the end zone. Finds a spot in the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal! A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. With these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Wants to go up top. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab deep. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown. Shot to clear. And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The shot to clears offense will start this game off. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy.
Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Stanford's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read himself. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
We'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The play action fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Running to Green. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
Got the first down. Looking for more. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Back to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed over the middle. It's McMillan. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Underneath Tulsa coverage, got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Well, This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the shot that clears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Avoids pressure. Bringing the heat. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The shot that clears, racing to the line in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the stomping has commenced.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Now on third down for this offense. He might want another play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the